everyone, it's Jess and I'm back with another process video to share with you all today. Today I am leaving this video at its full speed, regular speed, I guess regular speed, natural speed, I don't know, actual scrapbooking speed, I suppose, instead of speeding up the video because this video is only 13 minutes long. So I thought I would just leave it at its normal pace so you can see how I scrapbook. Naturally, I guess. I don't know. So for this layout, I am doing something that I do often in my albums, and that is I'm lining up 3 4x6 photos along the page. Now, if you don't have landscape photos, which these are landscape pictures, you can flip them and have them be vertical, so for portrait photos. But for today, I do have 3 landscape or horizontal photos to scrapbook. What I also often will do is cut strips of paper and tuck them in behind the photos so that you just have a small amount of pattern peeking out from the edges. Now this layout is a monochromatic layout, meaning that I'm only using shades of pink with white and possibly black. I don't remember if I used black. I made these a while ago, like a long time ago. So I'm not positive if I use black or not. This pink background paper that I'm using, if you're interested, is from Close to My Heart, and it has that UV treatment on it that makes it shiny. I don't know if they still sell this paper, but it's really, really great background paper. I used quite a bit of it in this album. If you don't like the shiny UV coating on the back, I believe it's the same pattern but in white. For this album, I used a fair amount of cardstock. I still have quite a bit of cardstock left, but I did use a lot of cardstock, and a lot of it is this Close to My Heart one. Let me just grab my package. I think I have one on the shelf here. Oh, no. I thought I had it. Sorry, I thought I had one in the package on the shelf there, but it's not. It's something else. Oh, I do have one. I thought I had one. So what it says on the label is cardstock, 12 by 12 sheets, paper fundamentals, and this is adventure assortment. So they used to group their colors, they may still do this, by like a category of colors. So this was the adventure assortment. I think they had like a soft or something like that. I don't know if they still make these, but if they do, you might want to consider picking them up because they're really nice. They make great backgrounds, so you still get like a bit of that pattern and texture in the background without it being a lot. So you still have room to layer over top. So when you saw me at the beginning, I took a pencil and I marked out where I wanted to put my paper, or where my photos were going to be, so that I could line my paper up accordingly. Well, apparently I didn't do the best of jobs because I ended up covering all of that really pretty pink gingham paper. I could have taken it apart and fixed it, but you know, this was one of the last layouts that I made for this album, and I was kind of getting tired of scrapbooking them. I just kind of got to that point where I was like, I want to finish this project. I want to finish this album so that I can be completed. Also, I really started to run out of time because I needed to have it finished for Christmas. And I greatly underestimated how long it would take me to make it. So that also ended up being a bit of a problem. But yes. So this layout, if you watch my other videos, you'll have learned that I made a couple monochromatic layouts for this album because I made one as part of a challenge for Nicole Jones crop. And then I was like, oh, but then there will only be one in the whole album, and it might be kind of weird just to have one page that only uses a single color. So I got to thinking, maybe I should make a couple more. So I think I ended up making 3 total for the album that were just monochromatic layouts. I made a pink one, a blue one, and a purple one, I believe. The purple one brings in another color entirely that was not going to be in this album at all, which also brought up another problem that I had to sort. But I'm very pleased to announce that this is the last video for this project that's going on my channel, which means you will have seen almost every layout from this album, start to finish, which also means we can finally do the album flip through. Yeah, it's exciting. So, fun story. This was a Christmas gift, this album. So I made the album, I finished it, put it in a box, I wrapped it, and then I got to thinking, I should have filmed a flip through of that before I did all of that. I wanted to film a flip through so I could show, like, these are all the layouts that you saw me make, start to finish. Here they are in the album. Here's what the whole finished album looks like. So I unwrapped the present, took it out of the box, filmed a flip through, put it back in the box, and wrapped it again. Put it back under the tree. So I hope you all appreciate and enjoy the album flip through that will be coming up next on my channel. Or maybe not next, because I think these are going to go up a little bit out of order. I think this is going to go up between 2 other videos, but this is the last video that I'm editing because things got a little weird with my microphone mishap. So I do need to put this like back where it was supposed to be, replacing the other version of this video that had really, really bad sound in the background. Nobody wanted to listen to that for 13 minutes. Trust me. But yeah. So I will, here, let me tell you what date it is going to go up. So it will go live on June the 21st. Maybe June 20th. The 20th or 21st. That video, the album flip through, will be on my channel. I am going to, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to get that video edited and uploaded to YouTube so that it will be there for you all to watch. So it's very exciting for me. This has been almost a year. Well, I started making this album about a year ago. So by the time I started and finished like the YouTube process, it will have been a year-long project. So that's exciting that I am nearing completion. So for photos that have 3 photos on them? No, Jess, no. Layouts that have 3 photos on them. Embellishing can be tricky because there's, I always want to balance. Do I put it on top? Do I put it underneath? In this case, I put it on top because it does have that nice little framing area of sky and grass. I'm not covering up any of the palace in the photo. All of my embellishments for this layout, well, most of them, come from NicoleJones911.com. They are digital printable files that you can print at home or send them to a copy shop to have printed. I do both, or I have done both. Now I print them at home because I have a decent quality photo or color printer. I didn't before, but I do now. The flare badge that I use is one that I made from 6x6 pattern paper. There's little tiny flowers and hearts, and I think there's an arrow there. Those are all Nicole Jones 911 printables. I believe that key tag there is a sticker from a crepe paper collection. I can't really see what it says on there because it's on my screen, it's small, but I think that's what it's from, or it could be from the Simple Stories sticker sheets from the collections that I pulled out for this album. I'm not sure. I can't really see it all that well, like I said. Oh, it is really, really cold in my basement because our air conditioning is on, and it's really cold down here. The air conditioning works great down here, but the heat doesn't. It's a mystery. It is a mystery of why one works and the other doesn't. So here I'm just finishing up with the embellishing. I believe I used the Nicole Jones tile. That's tile, right? Yeah. Tile letter alphas. I think that's what they're called. I always want to say letter stickers, but they're not stickers. They're printables. Tile letter alphas for my title. I'm fairly certain I just title it Buckingham Palace. When I go places, I try to mix the title of the place, so very simple, like Buckingham Palace, with something that's a little bit more personal. Just to kind of mix it up. So I will often have a page that's like this, that has like overview photos that say, look, we're at Buckingham Palace now. And then the next couple pages in the album will have like more personal meaning behind them. This album doesn't do that because I made it for somebody else. So I very much stuck to like the name of the place is the title of the layout, which there's nothing wrong with doing. And it does make it much easier to scrapbook. So thank you all for coming on this long journey with me to create this album as a Christmas gift from start to finish. I think you saw almost every layout that went into it. I think there's maybe one or two that you didn't see. Thank you all for watching, and I will be back with that album share soon. Bye.